like larger outcomes overall. Do you feel me? That's where it comes from. I think usually. The fact that you can show so much anger advocating for BLM and then understand the points of gender sexual identity the next hour shows me that our generation is doing something right. I mean, there's not a lot. I'm trying my best, but Gerard Way will also 100% support and accommodate this in the Umbrella Academy story anyway. Yeah. I've jerked off to Elliot. I ain't ashamed. I mean, Elliot's never done it for me, so I don't. Hey, to each their own. Okay. Just not in my. But hey, if you like it, then crank it all the way, baby. Oh, anyway. Being transphobic is one thing, but dropping spoilers with no spoiler alert, I don't think I can ever watch Ben Shapiro again. Yeah.
That's what the plan was there. And then
from a purely medical perspective, there's a fuck ton of literature about the practicality of gender affirmation therapy and treatments with absolutely nothing saying against it. If nothing else, even if you're Ben Shapiro and think they're still the gender they were born with, the literature states undeniably the best long-term outcomes occur when preferred gender is affirmed. Yeah, absolutely. Which is, of course, the irony of like virtue signaling, which is like one of the grossest ways that conservatives will virtue signal. They'll say like, well, actually, it's because like, they're mentally diseased. That's why we're doing this. Like, because we want to, it's like, okay, yeah, you're doing a good job. Like, you're really doing a good job helping trans people by being super unaccommodating and like making trans people seem like exacerbating their dysphoria if they feel it. Great stuff. This is definitely how you operate in a normal way. When you said you were a degenerate, that was a fucking lie. No, I am a degenerate. How dare you? But all right,
has something to do with how Ellen Page wanted to act, because my understanding is that's not something directly from the comic book series. If it is, forgive me, that's fine. Who cares? Okay, but here's the part that's hilarious. So according to Variety, they say there are no plans to change the character Ellen Page plays her gender on the Umbrella Academy. So the series is publicly showing their support, and they say they are proud of their superhero. We love you, Elliot, but Elliot will be playing a woman. Now, I've been firmly informed that this is discrimination and cultural appropriation.
Oh, come on, dude. I'm glad that I already gave this argument. Okay, good. I'm glad that I gave this argument already. So there's no reason to go over it again. But the difference between like a trans person wanting to play a trans role, or even like there was an additional controversy around like Sia, and I think like someone who is not neuroatypical playing the role of like someone with autism, like the reason why people want more representation in Hollywood, despite the fact that it's a narrow scope, like it is certainly a limited argument. It is a limited argument. Like Oscar So White is still inherently a narrow argument that does not immediately address all the fucking problems, or even a more significant part of it. Is it neurodivergent? I didn't say it right. Okay, sorry. Not neurotypical. Neurodivergent. So there's a difference between like an actor from a marginalized background wanting to play or fill a role, or even like wanting to have like lived experience in circumstance where you're writing about like a trans experience or something like that, is entirely different than like a fucking a trans person portraying a cis person. Divergent, bitch. Don't you mean detergent? Good one, dude. You seen Elliot Page interview with Bolsonaro? Wait, was it with Bolsonaro? I remember watching Elliot go to Brazil. I think it was Brazil, wasn't it? Where he was like, I mean, it's fucking scary as shit. It's scary as shit for sure. Yeah, did you guys not Did you guys not know this? Like, this was on Vice. Yeah, they sent him to Brazil. Okay, let's just keep going. We'll get to that in a second, maybe.
When Scarlett Johansson, a straight woman, was slated to play a transgender man in a movie, this was considered very, very bad form. In fact, only trans people could play trans characters. So I have a question. If Elliot Page is in fact a man, the way that the media have declared that she is a man, then why is she allowed to play a cisgender woman? Is that not cultural appropriation? If a normal, non-trans man decided to play a woman today, everybody would.
Did he motherfucker say normal? The fuck is that, dude? Oh, Jesus Christ. My man literally doing reverse transphobia, reverse cisphobia. What's really actually the real problem in society today is cisophobia. This is why I laugh whenever white people are like, you're being racist. You're being racist against, hypothetically, you're being racist against white people, and you would never be able to do this against black people. He's being the biggest sweat lord. It's so funny. It's so good. It's so funny. It is great.
Suggest that this was a violation of long-standing norms. It was cultural appropriation. But if a woman declares herself a man, then you have to make a choice. Either she is a man, in which case she can't play a woman anymore, or she is not a man, in which case she's not a man. But because our culture is unbelievably stupid, it is both. Right? That is the way that this works. So good news, Elliot Page can still play women and also can play transgender men, presumably can also play men, which is really exciting. One further note on all of this. If you
It's like what's the fear here? Like, do you think that like there is going to be an influx of trans men that, like, I don't know, take jobs away from cis men and cis women or something? Like, my man unironically sounds like Turf Island residents over here when I thought they were the ones who had the most advanced degrees in transphobia, where they would like come up with every week. I feel like British women get together at the Council of Turfs where they describe like how else they can cut their hair to make themselves look even less appealing than before when their personality is not enough. And they decide on like new ways in which trans people existing harms their mode of being. Right. And Ben is over here outdoing the Council of Turfs. It's crazy. I mean, he does look a little bit like a British turf. If he had like a little bit, if his hair was like a little bit longer, I could see Ben fitting right in with the Council of Turfs. Order! I, Ben Shapiro, am joining the Council of Turfs.
You feel like this is crazy and that this is being crammed down on you, that is because it is. That is because this is not a fringe phenomenon anymore. Right? This is something the Democratic Party fully embraces and pushes. Yesterday, Chuck Schumer, the Senate Minority Leader, he said that he is fully with Joe Biden on mandating from the federal government that transgender people be allowed to use the bathroom of their choice. Now, it seems to me that if my wife is uncomfortable with...
Dude, this is so funny. Like, it always goes back to, listen, I'm sorry. Like, no matter how like strange it might come across to you that like trans people exist or something, because you know you haven't been able to fucking keep up with the times, right? And you have like an antiquated brain. Nothing is weirder than the obsession that anti-trans folks have with seeing people's dicks and pussies. Like they want to inspect everybody's the private parts, dude. It's so weird. It's like, dude, I am personally ashamed of what I do in the bathroom. Meanwhile, Ben Shapiro is constantly thinking about it. Okay? Constant. Actually, that's not true. Sometimes you take a big shit and you're like, fuck yeah. Like that's, you know what I'm talking about? And you're like, I did that. That was good. But usually, like, I can't even be naked when I'm pooping. I've talked to you guys about this before, and you guys fucking think that that's weird. Like, if I'm naked in bed and if I'm gonna use the bathroom, like I literally put on clothes. It's weird to poop naked. I find it very strange. maybe there's a profound sense of shame there. I don't know what it is, but you know, the stuff that I do in the bathroom, I don't want anyone to know. And honestly, like, that's all these motherfuckers think about. Like, literally, just like, what's happening? What are trans people doing in the bathroom? I need to know. It's like, dude, why don't you just fucking mind your business, you fucking freak? Okay? Like, that is the weirdest thing that you can do, is constantly fucking trying to figure out, like, if the person in the bathroom with you has a penis or a vagina, like, fucking leave them be.
A male walking into a bathroom or a locker room where she is undressing at the gym, that is perfectly within her purview. That seems like not inappropriate at all to me. But the federal government has now decided under democratic auspices that men and women are exactly the same, that gender is completely fluid. None of this makes any internal sense, by the way. If men and women are completely the same, there's no reason for you to declare yourself a man. Man equals woman means woman equals woman. Right? I mean, this is just the basic transitive property. In any case, here is Chuck Schumer, fully green.
What? Like, I think he's not being accidentally based. He's doing that thing where he's saying something, but doing it with a critical tone. So you're supposed to understand that he's, saying something silly. Like,
lighting the Democratic agenda, which is fully in line with all of this silliness and anti-logic nonsense. And again, Ellen Page or Elliot Page is allowed to do whatever she wants to do today, but she does not get to dictate what the rest of us say about things as basic as biological sex and capital T truth. Okay, but here's the Democratic
capital T truth, dude. Here's the truth, okay? One, what have we established? Ben cranked it out like fat loads to Juno, okay? That's the capital T truth. Ben now feels some type of way about it because of his own pea-brained understanding of gender, which is sometimes a complicated concept. So, if he wasn't such a fucking horrific shitlord, I would be, I would give him the benefit of a doubt, but like, he's very clearly a professional shitlord. Okay. And lastly, he is definitely a fucking freak in the way that he needs to know what's happening in people's private parts at all times. That's the capital T truth here. But let's keep going.
Democratic Party pushing this stuff.
Joe Biden said that on his first day of office, he will give transgender students access to sports.
He's saying that there would be no reason for Elliot to come out because man equals woman, and therefore it makes no difference if they are a man or a woman. Well, the irony is, if I'm not mistaken, Elliot is non-binary. So he, like, Ben is accidentally based in that regard, where, like, yeah. Like, there is kind of no reason. It's just like another way that we all try to conform to societal expectations. And also on top of that, I think part of the reason why Elliot came out is because as a figure with a public profile, him making this decision makes trans people all around the planet further accepted. Like, because he is he has fans, you know what I mean? Like a worldwide clout. Capital T truth is a David Foster Wallace phrase, an eccentric postmodern, vaguely leftist writer who died in the 90s. I did not know that. Brilliant. Absolutely legend. The crowd going absolutely legend.
Bathrooms and locker rooms in accordance with their gender identity in all federally funded schools. Do you think he has the ability to do this, and do you agree with this decision?
I agree with the decision, and I know he'll check things out thoroughly legally.
Oh, he came out as trans, not non-binary? Okay, my bad.
Okay, I'm sure that this will...
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
Sports, bathrooms, and locker rooms in accordance with their gender identity in all federally funded schools. Do you think he has the ability to do this, and do you agree with this decision?
I agree with the decision, and I know he'll check things out thoroughly legally.
How can someone be trans and ambi? That confuses me. This isn't a troll. transgender just means that you are like everyone has a gender assigned at birth, right? Everyone has a sex assigned at birth. Trans just means that you are not the gender that you were assigned at birth. That's it. So non-binary people are also trans. It just means that you're not cisgender. Cisgender means that you are the gender that you were assigned at birth. Trans just means you're a gender different than your birth assigned gender. Yes.
Okay. I'm sure that this will all work out just fantastically well. I'm sure. And don't feel bullied. Don't feel as though you are being forced to change long-standing and, for all of human history, held opinions about the non-malleability of sex. It is all because you're discriminatory in your mind. Don't worry about the fact that this is all illogical and makes no sense. The media have told you that a thing is so, and therefore it is so. And therefore, and also, if you mention it, it's because you're obsessed with these issues. This is one of my favorites. Is that you say something as radical as men.
Yeah. No, but like literally. Like, who cares? Why? What is going to happen to you? Like, what's going to happen to you personally or your children? And by the way, this is exactly the same argument against homosexuality, okay? Just remember, Ben is literally relitigating the 2000 era arguments that he had against gay people, but now that it's unacceptable to be homophobic on the main on his main account, like he has moved away from that to, in a way, it's very woke. Postmodern, if you will, that conservatives are so quick to drop their causes once it becomes mainstream. But yeah, he's just doing that same thing to trans people now, which is that well, other people are going to be trans if they see trans people. It's like, that's not how this works. Like, if people turned gay by seeing homosexuals, one, you literally can't litigate against that. Like, what are you going to make it? You're going to ban homophobia, like public displays of affection amongst the same-sex individuals? That would be ridiculous. And two, more importantly, like, wouldn't that cancel each other out with all the fucking heterosexual agitprop that we experience on a daily basis? All right, did I say ban homophobia? I said ban homosexuality. Yeah, like if you're turning gay by seeing gay people, then, brother, I think you were gay. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should maybe make life easier for yourself by accepting it.
Men and women are exactly the same and a man can become a woman. And then I say no. And they're like, why are you even paying attention to this? Why are you even making an issue out of this? I'm not. You guys are. I'm sorry, but you purveyors of new truths that have nothing to do with science.
Okay, again, the scientific argument is not on Ben's side, but it doesn't matter. If we're talking about biology, well, that doesn't matter because I have someone who goes against. I have a heterodox biologist who goes against the consensus on intersex people's existence, blah blah blah, or it's a genetic anomaly and it doesn't matter. It should not be even talked about or considered, even though it literally directly contradicts the idea that it's a binary. And lastly, when it comes to like the social aspect of it, throughout culture, throughout history, throughout different societies, like gender has always been a social construct. Then he's like, well, that's actually Frankfurt School era, cultural Marxist changing everyone's opinions on it. So there's no way for Ben to ever talk about science in this regard because science does not agree with him. Facts literally do not agree with his feelings. And yet he can't say that, so he's going to fucking constantly just say other shit and just keep going, la, 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 I do not care. Actually, science is on my side on this. I say it, so it must be true. I say it in a convincing manner, and I know full well that it will, that your own previous biases and your preconceived notions of gender, which is something you closely associate with your own personality, is going to play the significant puzzle piece in the back of your mind that will allow you to trust me when I'm saying this is just common sense rather than thinking it through and actually learning new information. La 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 la. Do not learn new information no matter what happens. You are not a doctor. My wife is a doctor. By transitive property, I am a doctor. That's it. That's here, Ben Shapiro's argument.
Science, logic, reason? The answer is no.
Logic and reason, dude. Debate lords are subhuman. I'm serious, dude. Listen, debate Andes are literally just like they need to go to jail or like a re-education camp or something. My God. I am going to logically deduce and use facts and logic and reason to to deny the existence of trans people. Okay, good. All right, got it, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck? Like, how are you gonna do this?
The answer is no. I do not go along with your mandatory take on the world. And I don't think Americans should either. That's not an excuse for being nasty to people. It's not an excuse for discrimination. It is a recommendation that we all speak real truths when they are available. And it happens to be a real truth that Elliot Page was, and will remain a woman.
Even our designation. Oh, wait. Where is it? Do you think it will be unacceptable for 10 years from now to be transphobic? I don't mean unacceptable as it is acceptable now. Probably. I think that we will make more. I mean, there will always be cultures that are not caught up, but in America, maybe. If Ben disregards intersect or biological sexes that deviate from male, female, he's inconsistent. More biological females than biological males are born every year. Does that make males an anomaly that should be disregarded? Obviously not, LMAO. Therein lies the irony of our designation of sex, too. Because, like, trying to avoid the existence of intersex people is, again, ironically, I guess, postmodern, or ironically, something that you are trying to fit to your own expectations. Like, denying the existence of something in nature is inherently, in that way, inherently a societal, a cultural association with sex itself. When you do that, like it's implied that you are forcing your own cultural norms and values to something that exists in nature. That's all you're doing.
Woman, even if Elliot Page believes that she is a man, and you're under no obligation, moral or otherwise, to suggest that men can become women or to teach that to your children, which is really what the left wants out of this whole deal.
Teach that to your children. Like, this is the same arguments used against black people getting equality. My wife is uncomfortable with a black person in a restroom. You can't force me to believe these people are equal and humans. Yeah. Isn't it denying the existence of intersex in the argument of sexual binary is also kind of ableist? I don't know why that would be ableist. I guess it could be technically. I mean, unless you believe it's a disability to be intersex. So no. My man, after all that, he goes, Ben is right. Okay, dude. Didn't Ben write an article about how talking about gay people at colleges will make people gay? Yeah, he did. He wrote an article about how your son's gonna turn homosexual because he took an English class on gay lit. He did do that, by the way. Just for the record, he literally wrote that article. But like back in the early 2000s when people were popping off, you know, that was content, baby. And he slowly but surely adjusted. His worldview to, you know, to conform so that he could still coexist in liberal circles. And he's just a pussy. That's why. There are more intersex people than Jewish people, so I guess Ben doesn't exist. Yeah. Or more intersex people than Jewish people. There are more intersex people than redheads. But hey, who knows? That's what we know of. There is a reasonable argument to be made that like there are more intersex people than we also assume there are on the planet right now. Amazon delivery drones will save your company billions. Oh, this is fucking sick.
Do you ever get impatient waiting for your Amazon package to arrive?
We're back to the richest, dude. This is such good content. I love this shit. Oh, anyway, that was fun. I think that was crazy. First of all, 26,000 people, no transphobia or very little transphobia in the chat while covering a trans topic. Good job. Pat yourselves on the back, community. It's bottom of the barrel stuff, but still important to recognize. That's one. Two is I think it's funny. Like the way that he is fearful of the existence of trans people is funny to me. Like he's just so terrified of things changing. And once you start recognizing that fear, once you start recognizing that like a lot of this rhetoric is completely fear-based, it changes the dynamic a little bit. Because in that fear, there's a legitimization, right? Like, you wouldn't fear something that you don't consider to be legitimate. You would not fear something that is illegitimate. Was getting through the chat, a trans discussion with no transphobia, perhaps entitle each chatter to one comment of shittery each during a future game session? No. Dude, it's a complete myth. He never jerked off before marriage. There's no way. Conservative nature is to hate change, brother. Yeah. Oh, here. This is what I was going to watch. I forgot to watch this.
On why the judge said no. Javarius, is everything okay?
Okay. Our government leaders have abandoned me. Are you the owner? $4 trillion of stimulus money. They gave it to who? Special interest groups and campaign donors. I'm Dave Morse. I own the place. So what's going on? What's going on? You know what's going on. Tell me. You tell me. Hey, we got a government that has taken the stimulus money. They gave it to special campaign donors. They gave it to special interests. They abandoned me, and they have put me in a position where I have to fight back. Okay? So do you feel that this is the right thing to do? Absolutely. I feel everybody needs to stand up. Hey, listen, there was enough money to give every family in this country $20,000 to go home for 2 months. They chose to give it to special interests and campaign donors, the Kennedy Space Center, and they abandoned us. So you could have given me money. I'd gladly walk away for 60 days and let this virus settle down. I'm not going to do it alone. Okay? Are you going to continue to violate the state's orders and stay open? This is a state order. This isn't an order. This is a conspiracy. This is a tyranny. What do you want to tell other restaurant owners who... Wake up. Stand up. This is America. Be free. I got patriots coming out supporting me.
Damn it, dude. Fucking, he's like right there. He's like, oh, it's so close. Okay, listen. So he's right. He's absolutely right. And then he says it's a conspiracy. It's whatever. That's like, that part of it is not. But that's the fucking problem. So many people get trapped and believe these conspiracy theories because they're so fucking close to the truth, but then they have to like associate the reason for why everything exists and a substitution for materialism. The substitution for materialism is like some idealistic reason for why things are happening the way they are. Okay? And this is what I always say when I say that, like, no matter how dumb people are, no matter how dumb you think people are, they know what is in their best interest in a lot of times, in a lot of situations. Like, he knows that if he were to get money, then, yeah, he's not going to fucking try to run a business. Like, that's it. He's right. He's completely right about that. This is what I always talk about when I say, like, the worst thing you could do to people is tell them they can't go to work and that there's no fucking paycheck coming for them. Okay? There's no paycheck coming for you. And also, you can't go to work. You can't congregate around. You can't live your like regular life. You can't go to Applebee's and get $5 jalapenos. Okay, jalapeno poppers, which is a fundamental American institution that you need to go to constantly remind you that like this entire bargain is worthwhile, right? You need to be able to purchase a marginally better Apple product every single year, or like a new TV when you want to. That's made with like super exploitative labor and even like child slavery half the fucking time, conflict minerals, all that sort of stuff. All of this falls apart when you don't have that commodity consumption that makes it justifiable in your eyes. And all of this falls apart when you can't have your regular mode of being, experience a regular mode of being like you normally would. And the government tells you got to shut your shit down. No more income for you. And also no help is coming for you. I say jalapeno on purpose, by the way. For those of you who are wondering, like I know that the real, I know how to pronounce it correctly, but I like saying jalapeno. I think it's pretty funny. So yeah. The reporter tweeted afterwards saying something like, I asked the tough questions when I'm on the spot. Journalism 101, when all he asked was, what's going on? Pure lib shit. What is it? Reality political media capture means very few people are free to speak professionally their truths.
As Bernie's campaign wound down, there was a call with Cardi B shortly after he suspended. And
pee.
It was got a lot of clicks. It was very popular. And Cardi B was audibly hesitant to endorse Joe Biden. Bernie, dutifully told her that she should vote for Biden, and she, relented. I remember thinking in that moment, if I could just get to Cardi, there's an enormous power. Like Bernie plays his role. God bless him. I have no problems with him. He's a sitting senator, and he has different obligations than I have as a free agent. Let's pretend that through your podcast or ours and the hordes of listeners who will immediately go to her mentions and say, Cardi B, go on Bad Faith Pod, go on Tightrope Pod, that we can get her in conversation. What is it that you would want to tell her?
It can't just be a utilitarian argument. It's got to be a moral and spiritual argument as to the kind of person you want to be. You see, when Coltrane was told, don't go to Malcolm X's lecture, and he's there on the second row anyway. When Curtis Mayfield is told, don't write those songs, We a Winner, Mighty Mighty Spade and Whitey. No, he's writing them anyway. They won't play them on the radio. He's writing. And when Gil Scott-Heron says, if you quit singing about politics, you can go mainstream. Gil Scott says, no, I'm going anyway. Nina Simone. Nina, if you just go, if you only go to Carnegie Hall and don't sing those political songs, Nina said, no, this is who I am. As long as you have a utilitarian argument, you always going to be adjusting yourself to the status quo.
And then I would ask her, at some point, and I would say this to any number of male MCs and non-MCs, how much money is enough money for you to get to the point where you can say what you think you need to say? Like, what's that number? Right?
Yeah.
And if you...
I can't believe these fucking white male Bernie bros, dude. I'm so sick and tired of these white male Bernie bros. Clogging up comms, dude. Constantly talking about, what's best for the other white males.
You met that number and now you're doubling it because you have access to twice as much. That's a never ending game. So you'll never get to say what you want to say and who you want to be.
Now it's jalapeno. This latest episode was really good, by the way. Lego hair Azan. Yeah. Donkey is done making good videos.
Today,
Okay, we'll watch that. Also, hold on. Before we watch that, though, hey. No, I don't want to watch the fucking Crowder one, man. We already watched one fucking transphobic piece of shit. We don't need to watch every transphobic piece of shit. But turns out, hey guys, I was in the bathroom and I retweeted something. Back in the day, you guys used to fucking catch this stuff. Okay, you guys, when I used to fucking tweet or retweet some shit, okay, you would clap it immediately. Nowadays, you're slacking. You don't fucking follow. You don't follow what's going on. Okay, are you ready? Apparently, Twitch's favorite political Andy is up for a like and subscribe award. Will he win? Find out December 11th. Tune into the Score Esports Awards and see if Hassan gets away with it. Let's take a look at the video that they made.
Remember is, wait, what's, did I forget something? Oh!
Oh no. Oh no. This is another type of species from, it's not a bat. It's a fucking lion. I mean, it's a tiger, not a lion. It's a bat. I mean, it's not a bat. It's a fucking lion. I can't even talk. It's not a lion. It's a tiger.
The guy dead on the street.
Wait, what? There's no dead people here.
Here we go.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Henry Cavill. Wait, am I not allowed? Oh, shit! Fuck! Oh, no!
Why would Twitch allow this, dude? This is so shameful.
Perfect.
That's so sick. Game with Poke again, forward. This is actually a brilliant compilation. There's a Bill Dipperly cover. Ooh, let's see.
She never forgot me. Oh fuck, I'm built differently. 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 She sucked my dick. I barely knew her. I go real fast. On my scooter, don't have a gun, but I shoot her with my dick. I'ma comb her. Where the fuck is Mario Judah? I've been looking all night, I've been searching on computer. I'm built differently, I'm built differently, I'm built differently, I'm built differently.
This is so sick.
I'm built differently, I'm built differently, I'm built differently, I'm built differently. Ah, yeah. I don't even know anymore. Why am I here?
See, this is a testament to Pokelaw's and how versatile his art is, his artistry. Like, he can switch it over from an AR, whatever his name is, a pitch, all the way to a screamo at the tip of a hat, and it's beautiful. Not many artists are capable of such a vocal range and a shift in tone and pitch from going into from basically singing the highest pitch you possibly could all the way to you don't listen to music, so shut the fuck up. I give Poke a light 8 out of 10. Why Swedish melodic death metal is hard? Is this what's gonna happen every time I say something about music? You don't even listen to music, Lilamo? Is that what you guys are gonna do? I listen to Bill Dipperly. You know who to bribe for pardon play was for? Check Twitter. The Michaela Peterson podcast? No, I'm not doing that. Sidney Powell is the right-wing version of Breonna Joy Gray, and conservatives are starting to realize it. Lynn Wood and Sidney Powell are totally destructive. Every Georgia conservative who cares about America must vote in a runoff. Wait, what? Dude, that's a bad take, dude. Breonna Joy Gray is not like some fucking random psychopath, dude. What the fuck? Like, she doesn't even advocate against fucking voting. I think at the heart of this argument is something that some people on the left talked about, including myself, talked about during the primaries of like collective bargaining or collective action, taking collective action as the left, as an organizing body on the left to potentially get more out of our vote, to even sway the conversation, to even get, by exercising power, get the liberals to pay attention. Obviously, BJK has infinitely better policies than Lynn Wood on social and economic issues. Law, and BJK advocated for voting third party / not voting because Biden didn't move far left enough. Source. I think people miss the argument at the heart of this conversation, which is understandable. People get super fucking heated. But now that like Joe Biden is president, right? I think we can have an honest conversation around it. Now that Joe Biden is president, we don't need to fucking talk about Breonna Joy Gray as though she is like personally responsible for the eradication of American democracy or some shit, like in the way that they do. Or rather, in the way that liberals talk about her. And the honest conversation to have that I think she's trying to have is, how do we organize the left as a singular body
and it worked. Hassan was on to something.
It's not that, like, the thing is, it's not just the Amish. It's the Native American tribe that he said he would give recognition to in North Carolina. It's the fucking lobsters in Maine too. Like, is the lobster fishermen in Maine too? It's just all around the country. All around the country. Donald Trump. All around the country, Donald Trump saw areas to improve turnout, and he did it.
Yeah,
Wait,
I have
you
two.
jerked off 2 dudes?
No, I haven't jerked them off. We felt each other's dicks. Most of my white friends, dude, they got those tree trunk dicks, and I'm gonna be honest, I grabbed it. It's a little skinnier. See, I'm girthy. I'm 6.5. You know, I'm pushing 6.5 plus. I'm girthy though. These guys are pushing 7.5, but they're sticks. If I'm just one-on-one with my boy, dude, or even if I just met someone, I'm like, hey, what up, dude? You know, I say what's good, and then I grab his dick, he grabs mine, and it's like, whatever, we walk away, we grab dinner. My dreams always, I don't know why, dude, it always, like, it always consists of a really attractive female, and then whenever, like, I'm halfway into the makeout session, or halfway into head, or halfway into sex, it always turns into a man. 4 or 5, like, of the boys talk in the background, I'll mute randomly, and I'll just have something open on the right monitor and listen, they're all talking, having a conversation, and I'll just rub one out right there. It's soothing knowing the boys are in the back. Usually when you're having sex doggy style or missionary, you know, the hips are the grip or the ass, right? Now imagine the woman had a dick. You could use the dick as a grip. I love Destiny. I'm gonna jerk him off. I'm very open. Like, for example, if you whipped your dick out, I would, you know, if you gave me permission, if you gave me consent, I'd give it a little tickle. I'd grab it. But if you told me I needed to bust, right now, otherwise something's gonna happen, and you show me 3 gay dicks and
Dude, what the fuck? Him on a Blue Yeti was like crazy. Damn, we also, hey, Hex Pooing, thank you for the 69 gifty ones. Also, speaking of which, it is top of the hour every hour, which is why you saw my fucking subscriber number drop from 50, whatever the fuck it was, to like 51,800. It's crazy how many fucking people subbed during the broadcast. It's wild. But it's top of the hour every hour, which means there is a 60-second ad break. If you would like to no longer see the ads, I don't know.
It's hot.
If you no longer want to see the ads at the top of every hour, you can subscribe for $5 or free with your Twitch Prime, ladies and gentlemen. Please answer me. Does gender ever seem stupid to you? I don't know, dude. That's too long. No longer number 1. Yeah, I'm dropping. I'm gonna go from number 1 on the platform for a month to you know, a terrible position of like number 5 or 10. Sucks. Bad boy. Oh no! The FCA, la 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 la. Oh. Why is this song so captivating? Honestly, I don't know why it like touched my soul in this meaningful way. Anyway. You guys like that? If you like that, you're a fucking simp, dude. Like, seriously. 2 years ago. How do I know this song? It was fucking popping on Twitch, dude. Or not Twitch. It was popping on TikTok. This was like a big TikTok meme song of like people going, poof, like hitting the camera. The bots recognize the waveform no matter how much you make noise over it. Really? Oh my God. 2 years ago, hair dye follower count. 10,000. That's not subscriber. Wait, was this bit? It was a bit. What are you, fucking crazy? I was never like a scene kid. Of course it was a fucking bit. My girlfriend is freaking out right now. Fuck you. What? I used to find you annoying in those days because you were too normy. I'm glad you got Twitch brain rot. Yeah, me too. You never dyed your hair? What? No, I did dye my hair. That. Okay, here. Yeah, all right. No, we're not doing this. Literally 30 in that clip? No, I died. You just don't know. Old heads know. It wasn't a TikTok trend. It was a Musically trend. Oh my God, I'm so old. This predates TikTok, baby. I mean, you didn't. I'm an old head. No, I did. I did. Stop lying to everybody that I never did. Okay, I did. Let's keep going.
They were to jerk on my face and I had to bust in that situation. I would do it in a second. I know I could. I know. To me, it doesn't. I had a dream of being pounded in the ass, and I was aroused when I woke up. It was fucking hot, okay? A big ass 6'5" werewolf looking guy with huge muscles bear hugged me. And I was just face against the glass. And I woke up aroused. Yo, someone sent me a picture of this black man's dick that was 9.5 inches long. I was actually drooling.
Yes, I will lick Destiny's dick. I will suck his dick. I will ride his dick because he is my friend.
Boyfriend or boyfriend and girlfriend. I just don't feel like I.
Holy fuck, that is right! Oh, fuck!
Okay!
I love this shit. He is so hot.
You want to screw me? Just say it! I want to screw you 100%.
Wait, what?
He is so hot.
You want to screw me? Just say it! I want to screw you 100%.
Who here has the biggest dick? That doesn't make me gay. I don't think it's gay to wake up aroused. I think that it was hot. It was fucking hot.
It's not gay. I love that. Yeah, so I just said, wow. I'm going to like my own comment. This is like the biggest simp clip I have of you from a year ago.
Channel. So that's not good.
That's my weekend look right there.
Because if you go on the board.
What's going on, ladies? Like this? Is that good? Just like, hey, what's happening? Here are some of my white chest hairs. What's going on? And then I'll put on sunglasses too, just like. It's like.
Right. So let's say if you hear the Skype channel. So
Oh man, that was only a year ago, dude. That's me at TYT doing a show that no longer exists. This was on 8/20. Wait, really? What happened to you? Wait, what happened to me? What? I'm the same person. What the fuck do you mean what happened to you? Fuck? Well, look, I gotta shave. Now you're gonna make me shave. I hope you realize that. The only thing that you do when you do this is you make me shave. So I look younger. You've aged over a decade. No, it's because I have a fucking fat beard right now. You made some gains, just not in the right way. Okay, fuck off, chat. Fuck you guys. All right? You guys coom on me as well. That's fine. All right? You guys coom on me as well. That's fine. The oldest clip I have of you, I'm not clicking on that. I know what it is. I don't know. You went a little homeless looking online. Worst camera angle for your face shape? What do you mean? It's the same camera angle, isn't it? Last year you looked 24, now you look 35. Okay, fuck off, dude. I'm literally gonna go shave and come back. Plummeting sub count, bad hair, unkempt beard, not on TYT. You're literally gonna make me shave right now if you keep this up. I'm gonna go shave right now. Okay, Donkey is done making videos. Okay, he's done making good videos, but he never actually made good videos, so I don't know what he's throwing the towel for.
Today I'm throwing in the towel. For the past 10 years on YouTube, I have tried my hardest to put out funny and creative videos, and I want to thank all of you watching for supporting me all of these years. Because of you, I've been able to make hundreds of videos that I can be genuinely proud of. But sadly, I look around at the current YouTube landscape and I don't really see a future for my type of videos anymore. As an artist, that pursuit of trying to be the best, it's good for your soul, but it's not really good for your bank account. Uncle Donkey is getting old now, and I gotta start thinking about my mental health, my family, and how am I going to start generating some money off of this channel. I've had my foot all the way down on the pedal for years and I still can't keep up. I'm over here struggling to put up 4 videos a month versus hundreds of other mega channels uploading 30 videos a month. Statistically, I cannot win.